as well. We can definitely be a lot better. We're gonna get a lot better. We just gotta continue to work hard every day. But I feel like our non-conference schedule really like prepared us for the rest of the season because we played so many different teams that play so many different ways. We just got finished playing against West Virginia who take early shots and, you know, kind of fast paced and kind of scrappy, you know, get after it. And then we walk into a Wisconsin team who's more so make you work every possession type of game. And like what we call it is a grinded out game. Pretty much you guard you'll see a whole possession every time you come down the court. So I feel like with the teams we played and the competitive nature of the teams we played and the high energy every team we played like brought to us, it kind of prepared us and basically let us know that we aren't perfect and we definitely need to continue to work hard because winning ain't easy, nothing's given.
When I talked to CJ and Caleb after the game, they talked about how you guys were up and then you kept turning the ball over and the offense kind of stagnated. What as you've broken down the game since then and you've had a chance to analyze what went wrong against West Virginia, what did you see happen down the stretch that enabled them to pull away, which you guys weren't able to answer?
I just feel like it wasn't one of our best poised games. Like we could have been more poised and just throughout the game, just our attention to detail, just could have been a lot better that game. So that's pretty much what we was focused on. Other stuff on that came with it.
Luther, all those things you just said in your first answer there about playing different styles on different teams and learning about yourselves, do you feel like you know more, you guys as players know more about yourselves as a team going into Big Ten play now than you did last year when you had a lot of success in the non-conference but maybe you weren't tested as much?
I definitely feel that way just due to the schedule we have this year. I feel like our schedule this year was a lot harder. The teams we was playing this year a lot different than each other. So you gotta play different styles of play, different styles of play. Like it was a lot of different styles of play this year than last year, and I feel like that helped us. That's gonna help us in the long run.
Similar to Adam's question, but in terms of your non-conference and where you are now, where does that sit in terms of your expectations? So when you came into the year, you get to this point where you're going to go into conference play. How does this kind of stack up to what you were hoping to be at this point?
Yeah, I mean, going into the season, we had a real tough conference, and that would get us ready for our conference play, just knowing how many great teams are in the Big Ten, and it's going to be a fight every night. So just having that confidence in those non-conference games and be able to finish out the non-conference like we did. Obviously, we couldn't finish out West Virginia, but just knowing that we only have that one loss, it definitely helps our confidence going into the Big Ten plays.
We got the email the other day that at least 5 of your Big Ten games are already sold out. I'm just wondering if you're noticing an increased interest in OSU basketball in your interactions with people in your daily lives. Is the excitement a little more than it was in past seasons at this point?
Well, I don't think
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't have social media. I don't really follow like all the hype and stuff. But definitely, I mean, anytime you're a good team, more people are going to want to follow, more people are going to want to watch. So just playing our game and continue to do what we do. That's the only thing that we can control.
I know that you guys discussed playing different styles of basketball and that preparing you for the conference season. One thing that we always hear is that the Big Ten's a very physical league. Did it prepare you from that aspect of things?
Most definitely. West Virginia, for example, I think they lead the country in rebounding. So, and they guard 94 feet, they pressure, and they don't really care about fouling. So, that's just like to be number one in the country at rebound. That just shows how physical you is right there. So, and with that being said, a game like that is definitely going to prepare us with our Big Ten conference play because everyone in the Big Ten is physical.
For both you guys, obviously Kyle was playing through a few things at the end of the day. I just wondered, when the guy's thrown out before the game and is dealing with some stuff, how did you see him handle that? And what did you think of the way he was able to play despite not being himself?
I mean, that's KY. I mean, he's going to give it all to you, whether he has it or not. And I mean, you just want to play with a guy like that. You want to give your all for a guy like that. So, just seeing him out there doing what he could do with him throwing up even before the game, I mean, it's been a lot to us, and just want us to keep doing what we're doing for him.
I'm definitely sorry he's out. You're gonna miss him, but I feel like he just motivated us with that game because to throw up 4 times right before the game and then come in and get 11 boards, like that's just shows what type of guy he is. So that's just motivation for us to go on the season.
Andre, you were his teammate for 2 years and with the Olympic Super Bowl, and Mike Potter will be back and playing against you guys tomorrow. I just wonder what it's like to see a guy that was your teammate playing against you in a Big Ten game.
Yeah, it should be fun. I mean, yeah, he plays for Wisconsin now, and we wish him the best. I'm glad that he found somewhere that fits him and what he wants to do, so we're happy for him and looking forward to the game tomorrow.
For both of you guys, we talked about Caleb and his weight loss and how he's become a more complete player, both offensively and defensively, expanding his range. Just offensively and defensively, how important is he to this team?
It's
Speaks for itself. I mean, yeah, Caleb, he does it all, and I mean, definitely with his weight loss and what he's done over the summer, I mean, it just has expanded his game, like you said. And I mean, what he does for the team, I mean, everybody knows. So, I mean, he's a good player, and we just want to keep it going.
And how have you seen him improve defensively?
Well, I can't remember the last time we talked about a game or had maybe 3 fouls, right? You don't.
Caleb going foul, that's what he does. But no, defensively, he's gotten a lot better. I mean, just being able to stay in front of the guard more, we're trying to switch a little bit more than what we had last year. So, just like you said, with his weight loss, what he's done over the summer, he's definitely improved his game a lot, and defensively, you definitely see it.
For both you guys, January 2, what's your basketball New Year's resolution for you individually and for this team? What needs to change for this team to go where it needs to?
I don't think anything specifically needs to change. I'd say that just keep doing what we're doing, just not let ourselves get sidetracked, just focus on what we can do every day. Just have a single day mentality, do what you can that day to get the most out of it, and that's hopefully what everybody's resolution is on the team, just get better every day.
I don't necessarily have an individual basketball resolution, but for a team resolution, it's just never get complacent. Because that statement right there speaks for itself. Like, if you continue to come in every day with the mindset of, I'm going to go hard, however long we're going to practice, and when I get in the game, I'm going to do my job, that's going to take us a long way.
The calendar flips over. Do you see this as sort of a second season, next season? I know it's the Big Ten entering Big Ten. Do you sort of psychologically think of it that way? Does anything have to change as you enter this next phase?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, obviously we know that from now on, I mean, it's heavy hitters the rest of the way out. I mean, it's the Big Ten schedule now. You show up and you're not ready to play, you're going to get beat every night. So just knowing that and knowing that we got to bring it every day in practice, whatever we're doing, just bring it. That's got to be our mentality.
Luther, I'm sorry. One more to go.
Do you have anything to add?
No, I'm just where my feet is. I mean, I'm just focused on the next day, next component. Right.
Hey, Luther, anyway, your game against West Virginia, it looked like it was, to me at least, one of your better games of the season. I know you wanted a few more shots to fall, but they looked like good looks. You were affecting the game on both ends of the floor, maybe having one of the best passes we've seen all season in the low post. What made you get so locked in that ball game?
I feel like that just come from working hard, to be honest. Like, I got great teammates that's not gonna let me slack off. And if I slack on defense in practice, they gonna hit a shot. So to be honest, I just thank my teammates for that. Like, it's just preparation.
I wonder if you could take us through when you're so good at stealing the basketball. Like when do you choose? Like when does that trigger hit you to go and like swipe? Because a couple times you had like where you were scraping off, somebody was being guarded by someone else who saw the ball, you took it. Is it something where you know what your foul count is? Is it just an instinct? Like what goes off in your mind that lets you go and do that?
First is personnel. Know what the big likes to do when he gets the ball. Know if he's a passing big or he looking to score first. Second is knowing what your guy like to do. If your guy in the shooter, then you can help off and get back to him because you don't got to close all the way up to him. So just knowing basically both players' strengths and what they like to do, and if he's so locked in on trying to score, just seek it out and get after it.
Is that something you'll also do, like you've got that scouting report in your head when you're an on-ball defender, when it's
Yes.
just you and another guy, if he's presenting the basketball or if he's dribbling with his offhand or something like that?
Yeah, that's just paying attention to the scouting report, doing your extra research on the guy or the team and what they like to do. That's just all just knowing your job, doing your job.
Andre, the injury you had beginning of the season, do you feel like there's any lingering effect to that, or do you feel like that kind of put you a couple weeks behind the rest of the group? Or I mean, what impact did that have? And I don't know, do you feel like you're still fighting to make the positive plays that you need to make at this point?
Definitely when it first happened, it set me back, just not being able to really do anything for a week, just letting my injury recover. But after that, I mean, I've just been getting back into things, just working with the team doctors and stuff, and just trying to recover. That's been my biggest thing.
And I know Coach looks at you as, both of you really, as the defensive stoppers. Just talk about that role and how important that is in a game, maybe even like last week or this one tomorrow, that the points are going to be at a premium, how important it is to get those stops, both of you really.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. I mean, that's something we try to put our hard hat on with this team is defense, just trying to get stops. We take pride in trying to get stops and trying to get defensive rebounds as well. So just me and Luther, just like Coach said, just picking us out as defensive stoppers. That's huge for our team and huge for what we want to do going forward.
For both you guys on the spot, football's over, so all eyes are on you. Do you like that? Do you like that you guys are now the focus?
I don't really mention it. I just play the game. A lot of that stuff, I mean, it's a great thing. That's all I can say. It's a great
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I'm a football fan. I'm kind of sad football's over, but I mean, it was fun. Football did real well this season, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Do you sense that things change though when football's over and it's all you guys, the talk, the vibe that's going on or not?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's definitely more talk about us, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, we just focus on what we can control, really, just going out every day and competing.